Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Abdurrahim Salisu, needed broker with Equity Motion International. Thank you very much for attending this meeting. The topic for today is centered on the secret of auto Fibonacci. But before that, my colleague, Coach Mo, will take us through the introduction of RoyalQ before we start the topic for today. Coach Mo, over to you. Let's get started.
All right, thank you so much, Coach Salisu. All right, my name is Mohammed Adaba, Advanced Broker, RoyalQ Motion International, and I'll be taking you guys through the introduction to RoyalQ so that for those who are just joining us for the first time, understand what RoyalQ is all about. Okay, so please, I always do this each time we have session. I want to know who are the newbies. If you're newly joining us here tonight, please, you can kindly indicate on the chat box with 111 so that I will know if we have newbies here tonight with us. Just indicate on the chat box with 111 if this is your first time joining us on our session, or someone invited you to come and join, or you recently activated your RoyalQ account. Please kindly indicate. All right, thank you. I can see 2111 now. Okay, you are welcome. I'd like to tell you guys that you are the right place and congratulations. All right, so let's get started. Let me share my screen, please. Okay, if you can see my screen, it means we can proceed. If you are concerned about what is happening right now with the Naira, then you should understand that you have the right reason to start earning in dollars. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, Naira is heading to 1,000. Then imagine what will happen to other currencies and what will happen to a lot of businesses out there. It means inflation will keep going up, things will become more expensive. So how will you survive if you don't earn in dollars? So if you don't know the cheat code right now, the cheat code right now is to save in dollars and spend in Naira, or you earn in dollars and you spend in Naira. And that is why we are so passionate about RoyalQ. So whoever invited you to this session, just thank that person that he has done well, because this is an amazing business you can't find elsewhere. All right, so introduction to RoyalQ. If you can see on my screen, RoyalQ cryptocurrency trading using artificial intelligence robots. Now, what is cryptocurrency? What is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is a digital currency that operates through a decentralized computer network, independent of any central authority like governments or banks. This means that government can't stop cryptocurrency. So no matter what you've been told out there, please, there is nothing like government stopping cryptocurrency, because it is beyond the power. Because why? Cryptocurrency is decentralized. Nobody controls it. Same thing goes to banks. Nobody can stop it, because banks also don't control cryptocurrency. Please kindly mute yourself if you are just joining. Just mute your mic so that it won't interrupt us. Thank you. So this means it is decentralized, and decentralized cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin now provide an outlet for personal wealth that is beyond restriction and confiscation. So you can see what I mean. All right. Now, what is RoyalQ? RoyalQ Robots Trading is a semi-automated AI trading bot. If you don't know what AI means, what stands for, is artificial intelligence. And that is what is trending right now. It makes our life easier, or it makes people's life easy for them. Okay. So it is a semi-automated AI trading bot that helps to monitor the coin you have statistically analyzed and picked to trade. The coins are analyzed in an application known as TradingView. And RoyalQ was developed in 2017, but was launched in 2021 after it went through rigorous trials and testing by the owners in Singapore. The owners of this software are based in Singapore, but they are anonymous, so nobody knows them. Because I've received a lot of questions from downlines that and prospects that who owns RoyalQ. Nobody knows who owns RoyalQ, and it is none of our business because we don't give RoyalQ our money. We are only renting the robots to trade on our behalf. That is what we just do. Okay, so you have nothing to worry about the owners or the developers of the program. Okay, and you also don't need to know anything about trading here. Okay, you can trade with a zero knowledge. So take note too, you must not become an expert before you can use this robot. It is open for anyone without a single knowledge of cryptocurrency. Why it is important to adopt to the latest trends in technology. So if you can see by my left, the image by my left, this is a news from Forbes, January this year. It says 2023 will be a defining year for AI and the future of work. And it is already happening. If you can see what is happening to ChatGPT, I don't know whether I know what ChatGPT is. ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence tool that you can use to answer a lot of questions for you. You can ask ChatGPT anything you want. It does a lot of things. We also have BAT too from it's a BAT from Microsoft, and then they are doing all tons of things to make people's life easy for them. Same thing goes to this guy by my right. You can see what happens to his staffs. You can see it says CEO fires 90% of support staff, claiming AI outperforms them. You can see. So imagine what will happen in the coming years. It means people will lose their jobs. A lot of people will lose their job because they'll start claiming that if I can rather go for robots that it's less this thing for me is less. I don't need to spend more. Is less capital intensive for me, and I can also they can also do the work far better than my humans. So people will start employing robots to carry out jobs that humans can carry. So that is why I said you are at the right place. If you are here tonight, it means you are part of the early adopters of AI. Imagine those who don't have this information, but you are lucky to have this information, to have access to this information. So AI is the future. Now, if you can see on this image on my screen, it says traditional trading versus the AI trading. And this traditional trading is the same thing as the manual trading, whereby most of you will be familiar here. I know we may have some 9-to-5 workers here. Because there are some people who have been looking for an opportunity whereby they can be making money even if they are not there. So this is why you need RoyalQ AI trading bot. Okay, if you see this guy needs to always monitor his computer just for his trades not to go the other way around or to go against him. And if it goes against him, it is possible that I can lose money. And you can see he's so tired, exhausted, and confused at the same time, because it is not easy to monitor these trades on your own. Okay, but if you can see on my right, just a robot there with a computer doing everything on your behalf, and you don't need to be there. You don't need to monitor the robot. The robot will do everything based on the instructions given to the robot. So if I ask you now, which would you prefer? I know what will be going through your mind now is to choose the robot, because you don't have to be there. You can have time for your family. You can have time for your 9-to-5 business. And the robot will do everything for you without emotions and with zero loss. This is why we want you to know that RoyalQ is what everyone should start making use of to make their life easy and to beat the inflation. Because right now, you need to find a way to start earning in dollars and spending in naira. How does RoyalQ work? another question. ReacQ actually works with Binance and other exchange, but we recommend Binance. Why? Because Binance is the #1 exchange in the world, not just exchange, crypto digital bank. Same thing goes to your local bank you have, like for those from Nigeria, let me say GTB, Zenith Bank, UBA, those are your fiat local bank. But in this case, Binance is your digital crypto bank. It means the bank only belongs to, the account only belongs to you. You only have access to the account. So your funds remains in your account, whereby ReacQ is only connected to your Binance account through a setup known as API. And what does API stands for? API stands for Application Programming Interface. So once you do the API, it means you've given access to ReacQ to access your Binance to be able to carry out all the trading on your behalf, but it cannot take out your funds. So if you can see, ReacQ only trades on spot trading, and it means it buys low and sells high. There are no margin calls like futures trading, whereby you lose money here. You don't lose money here. You only make profits here. No loss, zero loss. And it can carry out several trades in a day. You see why you need a robot rather than you doing the trading by yourself. Whether you're an expert, you still need a robot because it's time consuming. It doesn't consume time, and then it saves time, and then you don't need to worry about emotions or losses. Okay, and if you can see, there's a diagram down. It says you buy low and sell high. So it buys low and sells high. It doesn't sell in a loss. It only buys when it goes up. Any opportunity it sees to sell, it quickly sells. It doesn't sell in loss, only when it goes up in profits. And there is something that makes ReacQ so unique. So if you can see what makes ReacQ different and unique, there's something that makes it unique and different out there in the market that you can't find elsewhere. And it is known as martingale strategy. This is a very powerful feature that comes with ReacQ boots. Now, these features, what it does is it does the dollar cost averaging method for you, whereby even if the market is on a downtrend, we are happy because we are also making money on the downtrend. So it means as the market is going down, you are also making money at that same time the market is going down because of it is doing the dollar cost averaging for you. It buys coins when the market value drops. It has the ability to generate profits even in the bearish markets. So we are not just making money here on the uptrend, but we are making money in two ways, uptrend and downtrend. So tell me, what else are you looking for when you can make money both uptrend and downtrend? The only thing you need here is just patience, because in crypto, you need patience. But be rest assured that you are going to be profitable here because you earn every day as long as the market is there, which is always there for you to trade. How to operate the robots to be profitable? Good. There are two ways you can use this robot to be profitable, which is the cycle strategy and the one-shot strategy. The only difference here is that this cycle strategy requires a very big capital, and not everybody has a big capital to trade. So we always recommend the one-shot for everyone here. So Team Motion always makes use of the one-shot strategy, and which is the semi-automatic, automatic, or we call it semi-automated. Okay, and if you look at the profit margin now between the two, you see monthly profits. The cycle strategy, you make between 5 to 30% monthly of capital invested. And then for the one-shot strategy, you make between 5 to 100% profit of capital invested. So you can see why I said the one-shot is far, far better. If you really want to make more money here, you go for the one-shot strategy. Only when you have a very big capital that you just want to set and forget, you can go with the cycle. But what we use here, like I said, is one-shot strategy. There are three ways you can make money from ReacQ. And what are the three ways? We have the trading income, we have the team trading profits, and we have the affiliate income. For the trading income, you earn every time the robot sells your coin in your Binance account. Remember, the tradings and the coins are on your Binance. All the trading activities are being carried out on your Binance account. ReacQ is just like a reflection of what is happening in your Binance. Team trading profits, you can earn. Team trading profits, you can earn a percentage of profit that the robot generates for your team members. So if you are the type that love networking, you want to share this opportunity to other people, then you want to save people from Ponzi scheme, from bad investment, then you can. Please kindly mute yourself. Queen Patchumi, please kindly mute your mic. You're interrupting. All right, so the team trading profits, you earn a percentage of profits that the robot generates for your team members. So this means if you are interested in growing team of traders, each time your team members makes money, you also make money, which is awesome. And there are a lot of money to be made there as long as you are building your team. But it is optional. It is not compulsory. But you can use that to also build your trading capital if you want to. And also for the affiliate income, you earn every time you share this opportunity with someone. So each time you sign up an individual, you earn a reward from RoyalQ. Then we have what is called the FOE fee. What FOE fee means is each time the robot is trading for you, there is a 20% that will be deducted from your 100% profit in your Binance account. But in this case, since RoyalQ doesn't have access to take out your funds in your Binance, you on your own needs to manually send the fund to your RoyalQ wallet. It has a prepaid smart contract wallet inbuilt in that comes to your RoyalQ bot. So you manually send out funds there from Binance, either $20, at least minimum $20 and above. Then whenever it makes a profit in your Binance, then it deducts 10% from that $20. So this is how they charge their fee. And then what happens to the 20%? What do they do with it? They distribute this 20% to those people who are into the affiliate business of RoyalQ. That is what they use it for. So you on your own gets 80 and 20% goes to the team builders and the affiliates and RoyalQ. All right, so what makes RoyalQ the best in the world? There are three features here, which is whole warehouse, sub-bin mode real-time settlement, and it works 24 hours, 365 days for you. No sleep, because robot does not sleep. But what do we make use of here is we make, T-Motion International always recommend the sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Why? Because what this does is it makes money for you even on the downtrend. That is the difference here. It makes money for you even on down. So as the market keeps going down, you are also making money at the same time. Activation. What does it cost me to activate, to get started? Should, in case you don't know or you're not aware of what it will take me to get started, you actually need a minimum of $240 to kickstart this business. Now, what will be left after the activation is $100. So this is how it works. The 120 from the 240 will be used for the activation for 1 year. So we are renting this robot for the next 12 months to be trading for you. And remember, I made mention of the fuel fee. So you have to keep down $20 to be used for the gas fee or for the fuel fee. That is 140. The remaining 100 now will be in your Binance account as a trading capital, but this can be as much as you can afford. So the more capital you're using, the more profit you make. Nobody can actually tell you how much you make in a month because the market we are trading a live market. So sometimes the market performs far better than we even analyze. Sometimes it is slow, but what we can tell you that you make between 5 to 100% profit monthly, which it is not bad. It is still a good deal. Just imagine you leaving your money in Naira in your bank account. What happens? It keeps losing value. But even right now, as it is, if you are earning $1 in a day, man, in this economy, you should be grateful because dollar keeps going up. All right, so thank you so much. I think I've been able to do justice to this part. So please, if you have questions, feel free to ask your questions when we're done with the session, when it's time for we to take questions, and then we answer all the questions one after the other. If you also have questions, you can write down your questions on the chat box too. We are going to answer them one after the other. So Coach Salisu, are you there with me, please, so that I'll hand over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach Mo. I think next slide, move it to the next slide, Coach Mo. I will take this part. 7 reasons why RoyalQ is a precious jewel. Why do you see that people, anybody into Royalty that really understand Royalty is taking it very, very serious? You will see anyone taking Royalty very serious is because you understand what the power of Royalty, what it can do. Number one, in Royalty business, no payment of salary to anyone because everything is done on your smartphone. You don't need to say, I need to be paying you my worker every month in order for the worker to help me to continue to in order for the worker to continue to work for me. No, there's nothing like I'm tired, I'm not feeling fine, I'm not coming to work today. There's nothing like sorry, I have a schedule with someone, I will not be able to make come to work for today, or I'm traveling, or I'm taking leave. It's not like that. 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, 365 days in a year. This is the robot working for you. You don't pay salary. Number two, no data is required. You does not need internet to sell or buy your digital asset. It doesn't need that. There's something like that here. Whether your data is on or off, the robot can buy and sell and give you a profit. Zero supervision. Capital and profit is 100% in your custody. It is not as if you place your trade, you need to be looking at your screen, you need to be looking at your trade. No. Everything is done in your smartphone and your capital and profit. Most important point is your capital and your profit is completely in your Binance account. It's not in RealQ. RealQ is just a robot you connect to your Binance. Your children or family can inherit the business. Yes, of course. This is a business that your children can continue from where you stop. You and I know that the job we are doing today, no matter how much they're paying you, whether it's 1.5 million or $1,000 in a month, the day you die, that's the end. Nobody is going to continue to pay your family, which is why it's important for you to get a business like RealQ, where once you understand the skill of trading, you can teach it to your children. Even when you die, your children can continue away from where you stop. A very good example is a lady in South Africa named Nanex, Leader Nanex. Very, 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 very passionate leader, very serious leader in Royal Q. She's a V5 member and she died last year, last year, 2022. But up till today, her V5 account is still minting dollar for her till today. Since last year, it's still minting money for her. Number 5, no loss of fund or no third party and no third party. There's something like I'm giving somebody else my money. There's something like I am sending my money to your system for you to make money, for you to trade. Your money remains in your Binance, and you don't lose money here because you're trading spot market. You are trading spot market, not future market. No skill, you don't need any skill. All you just need to do is follow simple instruction. Once you get started, whoever you use his or her link, he will guide you or show you what to do. You don't need to say you need a skill. I need to acquire a skill first. It's not like that. Lastly, you don't need a degree certificate. Neither do you need a CSC certificate. If you're in Nigeria, you know what I mean by CSC certificate. You need to register your company. No, you don't need any degree certificate to start making money here. All you just need is a smartphone and internet, and that's all. Thank you very much. So we'll just delve in straight to the main topic for today, which is the secret of Fibonacci, a very powerful indicator that if you really understand what it is, wow, you keep smiling with your real Q. I'll share my screen. Okay, someone says, please, I think after the class, after the end of the session, that's when I'll answer some questions. Let me quickly share my screen. Coach Mo, can you see my screen?
Yes, it's clear. I see it.
Yeah,
Now,
it's okay.
Now, if you are using RQT MI signal, it gives you and the settings, not just the signal and the settings. You make money uptrend and downtrend. Take note of that. Don't complain. You not start complaining. My coin has not sold. I see some people complaining in the group that my coin has not sold. That you did not say why other is selling, giving you money downtrend. You are just interested in uptrend. You need to understand that anywhere you pick RKTMI signal, it will give you money uptrend and downtrend, provided that you set the robot, whether using Magic 1, 2, or 3. Now, in our last class, we talked about stochastic RSI, and I want to believe that by now everybody understands stochastic RSI, how to use it. Whether you want to trade in 1 hour, you confirm in 4 hours. You want to trade in 4 hours, you confirm in 1 day. You want to trade in 1 day, you confirm in 1 week. What is the look before you place your trade? Now, we're done with stochastic RSI and how to set it up. The second, where I say if you want to pick, if you are trading in 1 hour, you must ensure that the stochastic is between 0. 3 things have to be, one of the 3. Stochastic should be between 0 and 20, or is pointing up between 0 and 50, or it is touching the green line, which is the buy zone, or which is the buy region, any of the 3. If it has been met, you are good to go for that time frame you want to trade. Then the second condition is to move to the longer time frame, whether 4 hour or 1 day, where it is stochastic. Is it between the 50 and 0 line? Even if it is pointing down, no problem. All you just need to do see is it is between 50 and 0 line. Once you see that, you're good to go. Like in this case now we are done with stochastic. Today's class is also Fibonacci. Now I'll load the indicator. I go straight to the indicator, my plus sign. Tap on this plus sign if you want to load it. Tap on the plus sign. Search for technicals. You tap on technicals. It's technicals. Then you search for auto Fibonacci retracement. You see it? Auto Fibonacci retracement. This is the indicator here. Auto Fibonacci retracement. You tap on the star in order to start it. Then you tap on it once. Tap on this area once. Once you tap on it once, it means it will be loaded on your chart once. If you tap on it twice, it will be loaded on your chart twice, but you tap on it once. That's it. Go back, close, and that's it. You see it on my screen. But if you are just loading this indicator for the first time, yours will not be like this. If you are just looking at the indicator, this is not how your own will look like. And if you have tapped on it twice, you will see here, you see this thing will appear twice. Or if you want to take one out, you just tap on this area. Tap on it. Once you tap on it, you now tap on this. Once you tap on it, it will disappear. Right? So now I already just tapped on it once. That's why you see it like this. Then you go and tap on the setting icon, this. You tap on it, takes you to this place. Then you tap on input. Now what you do is percent, you change it to, you will see yours will show values. Yours will be like values, change it to percent. Here your own will show left, change it to right if you're just doing it for the first time. Then you scroll everything on your left hand side, this, everything on your left hand side, this, tick it, you tick everything on your left hand side, every box on your left hand side, tick everything. If you have done that, this will not be ticked, you tick it, everything on your left hand side. Then on the right hand side, the only thing you tick is the minus. When I say everything on the left hand side, I'm referring to this square. This square that you're seeing here. Everything. Yes, I'm referring to this. Tap on everything on the left hand side. Scroll down. Like that, like that. That's how you tap on it. And that's it. Then on the right hand side, the only thing you tick is this. This, you look for minus 23, minus 2 point, sorry, minus 0.236. You tap on this area. That's the only square you tap on. That's all. Then you go to style. No, you don't need to go to style. That is enough. Everything is done. Then you come and tap on this. This area, tap on this. Once you tap on it, you tap on save as default. Then you come back and tap on this. Tap on this. Then you scroll down to the end, tap on save. That's all. Tap on save. That's all. Saved. It's already saved. Then you're good to go. Once you've done that, that is all. Now, if you're a newbie that you're just attending this class, if you wondering what is this red color and what is the green? Red stands for sell, green stands for buy. When people are selling a coin, the price starts to go down, right? This is a candle that has a wick. It has wicks and it has a body, right? Now, when you people, if you're using any exchange, when people start to use that exchange to sell that particular coin, the price will start to go down. As you can see in this case, it was going up like this here, like this, before it started coming down, because people started studying here. Now, what will you see on this auto Fibonacci? You will see clearly that you have minus 61.8, minus 38.2, minus 23.60, then positive 23.6, 28, 50, 61.8, 78.6, and lastly 100%. These are numbers. Somebody will say, how come do they generate these numbers? We are not in, sometimes, yeah, I could show you. It is gotten from what is called Fibonacci numbers. Now, what are Fibonacci numbers? You see, if you're counting one is a number, right? If you're counting one, add 1 plus 1 will give you 2. 2 plus 1 will give you 3. 3 plus 2 will give you 5. 5 plus 3 will give you 8. 8 plus 5 will give you 13. 13 plus 8 will give you 21. 21 plus 13 will give you 34. 34 plus 21 will give you 56. Now, all these are referred to as Fibonacci numbers. If you're adding, if you want to get the present, you must add it to the previous. Add the number to the previous, gives you the previous. These are called Fibonacci numbers. And when you start saying, okay, if you have reached, and it will continue like that, it continue like that. If you want to get the next one, it becomes 56 plus 34, will give you the next number. So if I decide to stop here at 56, now if I say 56 divided by 34, if I say 56 divided by 56, it gives me 1. 56 divided by 34, it gives me, Coach Mo, 56 divided by 34, what do you get?
It gives, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
1.647.
Sorry, not 56. 34 divided by 56, sorry. 34 divided by 56.
0.607.
0.607, right? 0.607. Now, by the time you multiply by 100, what do you get? Multiply it by 100 in order to convert it to percentage.
60.71.
That's 61. Am I, okay, I wanted to dive in to show you guys how this number is obtained from these Fibonacci numbers. This is how this number is obtained, but I want to end this class around 10:30. So in order not to waste enough time, maybe some other time we'll show, maybe next class I'll show you guys just to save time. Now, these numbers that you're seeing here, let's just go straight. This number you're seeing here, you can use it to determine if a trend is an uptrend or downtrend. The indicator will help you to interpret, right? It will help you interpret the trend of the candle, whether it's downtrend or uptrend. In our next class, I will show you guys how these numbers are obtained. I just don't want to waste time. Now, once you see 0 at the bottom and 100 at the top, it is a downtrend. It is a downtrend, right? And just to prove it to you, if you look at this chart, you can see that it is coming down from here. From this area, it started coming down. When the price starts to fall, you call it downtrend. Now, instead of you to start looking at candle in order to know whether it's downtrend or uptrend, anytime you see 0 at the bottom, 100 at the top, it is a downtrend. Right? It is a downtrend. Now, when you see 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom, it is an uptrend. It is an uptrend. This is another example. We just go and check whether this is no. I think Acro has it. Now you see Acro. You see 0, 100 at the bottom, 0 at the top. It is an uptrend. What does it mean? How do you know that? Is the indicator line? Look at it very well. If you look at it very well, from this area, the candle start to go up, started going up, forming and started going up. The price started rising from this area. That's why you say uptrend. Now, just for the benefit of a newbie, candle has a body and a wick. When you see the color red, it means sell. People are selling the coin. When you see it green, it means people are buying the coin. Now, when you see this wick that you see, it does not mean that there are few people that bought at this area. That's why you see it as wick. But more people are buying at this price. That's why you're seeing it having a body. Right? Green candle grows from the bottom to the top like this. But red candle starts to grow from the top to the bottom like this. This is just a summary of candles. Now, although we only indicators helps us to tell us what the candles looks, what are the trend of the candles. Now you see 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom, uptrend. Now you know how to identify downtrend and uptrend. Now, if you have a downtrend, let's say you are trading, you want to check a trade and you see it on a downtrend, how do you go about it? How do you go about it? Now, what you do is, I'm only going to teach, I'm not going to use the stochastic today. It's for our next class. That's when I finish talking about the Bollinger Band, that's when we'll now combine the three. I'm only concerned with auto Fibonacci today. Now, this is a downtrend. When you want to pick a trade, there are two types of traders: the patient one and the averagely patient one, and the impatient person. The impatient person wants to, no, he cannot wait. The average person can wait to some extent. While the one that is completely a patient person, you can wait for a long period of time because he knows what he's doing, and he knows these are the kind of people that you see 160%, 100%, even 50%. But the question is, you have to be patient to get such kind of percentage. Right? You see some people, they cannot wait, they want 3%, they're out. They can't wait, they want it to quickly sell. If you are an average person, I will show you what you're supposed to do here. If you're a patient person, I'll also show you how you can pick a trade. Just like you can see today, somebody's complaining on the group. It's gonna because he's an average patient trader. Now, anytime you want to pick a coin on a downtrend, the secret you're going to hear today, pay attention to it. It will help you a lot. Are you guys still following me?
Yes, sir.
Still following, type a 1
Yes,
on the
sir.
chat
Yeah.
box. Okay,
Yeah.
somebody has done it. Somebody has done it. If you're still following, if you're following, type a yes on the chat box. Type a yes on the chat box. Okay. I can see King. Adeyemi, he understand what I'm talking about. Wow, impressive. Now, if you want to pick a coin on a downtrend, 0 at the bottom, 100 at the top, you don't need to look at what is the trend of the candle. Once you bring the indicator and you're seeing 0 at the bottom, 100 at the top, downtrend. There are three key areas, right? There are three key areas. I think I need to take out this. Take out this. There are three key areas. If it's a downtrend, there are three key resistance areas that the candle can go and touch. The first one is this black line, which is the 38.2% line, right? You use your price range. Some of us might not know how to use price range. Like in our last class, I showed you guys how you can bring in your price range, your horizontal line, your vertical line, your trend line on the favorite. If you don't know it, go back and watch the previous lesson on the secret of stochastic RSI to get to know it. You tap on your horizontal line. When you tap on it, you can play around with this. You see it? When I just put my hand, I can play around with this like this. Bring it to the 50% line. This is the 50% line. Tap on it once, it will appear on your screen. And I can change the color of the horizontal line. I'll just go to this place. Yeah. Tap on it once. I tap on the color blue. I want it to be blue. I'm done with that. I come back again, I pick the price range. Drag it to the 61.8% line. Tap on it once. I change the color to, let's see, green. Let me use this green. No, let me use this. Sorry. Let me use red. Now you see, you can also change the thickness of the line. Thickness of the line, like this. Tap on when you want to change the thickness, you just tap on this PX, 3PX, and change it to 4 or 2 or 1. That's it. Change the thickness. Now, these are the three key areas the candle can go and hit. Right? From here, if it's moving, you can come back and hit this, or hit this, or hit this area. Come down. These are the three key areas if it's a downtrend that it will hit. But the first resistance it will hit is this 38.2% line. But that's when it's on 0% line. No? When it's on 0% line. Those are the three key areas it will hit. So now, if you are an average trader, an averagely patient trader, what do you do? I will start with an averagely patient trader. Now, if you see it, I think I'll just go and look for, let me use this as an example first before I move to another. Now, this one has gone below the 0% line, right? It has gone below the 0% line. Now, how do you measure? Pick your price range. Measure from the current price up to 38.2% line. But if you see it, that's if you see it at 0% line, sorry. If you see it on this 0% line here, I'll pick a trade now. Here, right? You measure from that area to 38.2% line. That's where it can hit. But if you are an averagely an average patient trader, just measure to 23% line and you get out of your market trade. Or you measure to this area and you are out of it. Never go to the 50 because you are an average, you don't have that patience to wait. Because sometimes you might hit this place and come down again. So the first resistance is the 38.2. So you just measure to 38.2, 12%. Remember that our take profit maximum is 5%. So you can just enjoy your 5% and you're out. You're good to go. But if you're an averagely patient crypto trader, just measure to this 38.2. It's now up to you. Some people are impatient. If you're an impatient person, don't go beyond 5%, you're out, 5% you're out, 3% you're out. That's my advice. Don't stay long in the market. Now, this coin, when you see it as a downtrend here, you see it as a downtrend on the 0% line, it has the power. It has the power to go once it closes above the 38.2, it will still come and touch the 50% resistance, come down again and come back and touch the 61.8% line. These are the three key resistance. When I say resistance, as it's going up, as the candle is growing up, this might force it to come down. This area, I repeat, an average paid crypto trader. I don't want to 1 day, 2 days, I'm complaining my coin has not sold. Just go and pick. You can see, even if I get 11%, I will just pick my 5% and I'm out. Even if I'm seeing 20%, I take my 5% and you're out. But some people take 11, you can see. It has the power to come and touch the 38.2% line. But the question now is, do you have the patience to wait? I repeat, if you're an average trader, I'm still stressing this because I know some people's mind, emotion, this trading is all about emotion. Just measure to the 38.2% line. You can see we're having 12%, and I take my 5% and I'm out. But a very patient person who is completely patient, this trade can come and touch 50. Can also touch the 61.8. Somebody can measure and go and relax and remain patient to wait. You can see if I measure to that 61.8, what do you see? I have 19.9%. So you remain, once you pick your trade and you go and relax because you have margin calls that covers for 30% if you are using Magic 1. So you just relax once you pick your trade and relax in power. Averagely, patient person stops at 8.2%. Even if it's going to be 12%, take your 5%, you're out. But somebody that has that patience, this trade has the power to go. Now, once you see it close, the candle closes above 61.8% area. I'm talking about this. You see the candle close above. Even if it comes down, it will go and touch this 100. Once the candle close above 61.8%, I repeat, these are some of the secrets that maybe probably some of us here might know it. Most of us here might know it. But for the benefit of newbie, once you see a candle close the body, not the wick. I'm not saying the wick. I am talking about the body of the candle halfway. It closes above 61.8%. Even if you see the candle come down, it will go back and touch this 100%. This is just a secret of downtrend, trading downtrend. These are the key areas it will touch. Once you see it close 61.8, it will go and touch this 100%. Right? What are these lines that you're seeing here? This line, horizontal lines that you're seeing, are support and resistance. It has helped us, the indicators that has helped us to draw it for us. That's how IQT Mighty Motion International trade. This indicates this. If you look at these lines, they are horizontal support and resistance. The indicator has helped us to draw the lines, so that we don't need to stress ourselves to draw lines. Right now, that's it. These are the secret of a downtrend. Now we are going to the uptrend. Let's go to the uptrend and use Acro for example. Now this is an uptrend, Acro on 4 hour. Now I see that if you see it 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom, uptrend. Now, how do you trade uptrend? What are the resistance? These are the three key resistance. The same thing. We have the 38.2. We have the 50. We have the, I think I've not said something on that downtrend. We still have some things to talk about there. Let me go quickly go back. Now, if the trade is below the zero line, sometimes you might find a trade here. Where do you measure to? When you see a trade at this area, you measure to this. Let's say you meet the trade here. You measure to the 23.6% line as the resistance. That's how you take profit. It has the power to go back to the zero line, but measure to 23 points and you're out. Anytime you see a trade below the zero line. But if it is below the zero line and is on this area here, as you can see, you can measure to the zero line and you're out. This is the resistance and this is the support. This area is the support. Let me use my line to show you. This area is the support and this area is the resistance. Right? So once you see a trade below the zero line, all you just need to do is pick your price range, measure from anywhere. Like in this case, now you see it has gone below the 23. I can measure to the 23% line here, and I'm out. 3.5% and I'm out. If it's below the zero line, if it's at the 23.6% line here, measure to the zero line, which is the resistance, and you're out. You want to take your percentage and you're out. Sometimes when you see it at the 61.8, sometimes you see it pump. These are for the patient ones to want to touch this area. For all these percentage take profits, the best of the best is to take 5% you're out, 5% you're out. It's just for those that are very patient. Now those are kind of people that really enjoy the percentage take profit. I want to believe I've done justice to the downtrends. We'll move to the uptrend. When you see a trade on an uptrend, 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom, these three key areas again are the areas it will touch before it continues. These are the three key areas it will touch. Now, because it's changed, let me change this color to blue, change this one to red. Now, when you see an uptrend, you wait to pick a trade at the 50% line or the 61.8% line. This thing, don't pick it at 38. Pick it at 50 or 61% line. Sometimes you see a trade go below it. Once you see a trade, allow the candle to come and touch this area, this 50 or 60, or this area before you pick it. Or before you pick it. If it doesn't touch, don't pick it. Go and there are plenty coins there. Now, when you pick it, where do you measure your take profit to? You measure to the 23% line. For example, now a trade comes to touch here. Let's say this 50. Measure from here to the 23 point to the line. That's maximum. You want to get out quickly. That's where you measure to. Even if it's go beyond 10, if you're a kind of person that cannot be patient, take your 5% and you're out. That's it. Because once you see an uptrend, as it goes like this, it will want to retrace to 50% line or 61 before you now continue the journey uptrend. Thereby having what is called double top, which we'll also talk about as time goes on. This is an uptrend. If it's an uptrend, where do you measure your take profit to? Allow it to come and touch the 61.8 or the 50% line. Measure your take profit to the 23.6%. And you're out. Let me show you. I think it's this. Now, once a candle, whether it's 1 day or 4 hour, the other one I see, once it closes above the 61.8% line, it can go to touch the 100. Now, in this uptrend here, once you see a candle come down to touch the 61, or the 50, like in this case, and it goes up to go and close above the, you can say like in this case, close above 23, it will have the power. It has the power to go up to go and touch the 38 here. Just in here. When I was looking at yesterday, this afternoon, when I posted the signal of Akro, this was what happened. Once you see if it's an uptrend, once the candle closes above the 23% line, 23.6% line, it has the power to go and touch the 38. But the question is, do you have the patience to wait? If you don't have the patience to wait, take your 5% and you're out. Take your 3% and you're out. I think I will just summarize it again for the benefit of those that are slow learners. They really don't grab it quickly. If it's an downtrend, once you see a 0 at the top, at the bottom, 100 at the top, like in this case, you see 0 at the bottom, 100 at the top, it means it's a downtrend. And where you measure to in order to get up quickly, you measure to the 38.2% line. You don't, if the candle has gone to touch the 38.2% line, go and look for the one that is yet to go and touch. Pick, and when it's going, it touch and you're out. That's the first resistance. But for those that have that patience, it has the power to go and touch 61.8, and it has the power to touch the 50. Once the candle closes above the 61.8% line, even if you see it come down, it will go and touch the 100. It all depends on, are you patient to wait to take your profits? I will pick it, we go through coins and show samples, examples. If it's below the 0% line, if it's below the 0% line, let's say it's on minus 61.8, you measure to the 23. If it has not gone below the 23, you can measure to 0 and you'll take profit over there. That's just the summary of this. Then if it's an uptrend, if you're using the Fibonacci, this is 1 4 hour, you allow the candle to come, and sometimes some trade are sexy and tempting. Allow the candle, if it's an uptrend, allow it to come and touch the 50 or the 61. That is where we pick the trade. So that when it's going up, you're out quickly. And if you see that this kind of Acro is not giving, there are plenty coin there. You measure from there, you take profit to 23.6% line. As you can see, 23.6% line as your stop in area. Once the candle closes above the 23.6% line, like in this case, as you can see, it has the power to go and touch the 38.2% line. Once you see it has the power to go and touch this area. Once you see it close, like in this case, you see it close. Mostly this works in the longer time frame, 4 hours and 1 day. See it goes up and go and touch. That's it. These are just the summary of the secret of auto Fibonacci. If you understand this very well, and let couple with the fact that you know stochastic and you know to Bollinger Band, anytime you need it, you just lie down and pick your trades. You don't need to depend on anyone for signal. I think today we've come to the end of this section. We'll just go through examples, samples, and see where we can identify. You can see this is 1 day. And if this candle, this is SLP, observe this trade from now tomorrow and next tomorrow. If this candle closes above the 61.88, it will go back and come and touch the 100. You see the body of, I'm not saying the week, remember, I did not say the week. I said what? I didn't say the week. I said the body of the candle. Once you see it close, you can see it's playing around. It is playing around the 61.8. Once you can, remaining 2 hours 49 minutes to close. Once it closes, it has the power. Even if it comes down, I'm not saying if it closes, it goes straight direct. Sometimes it goes, but if you see it come down a bit, it will go back and touch if you're patient. It's just a 1 day. And as you can see, this is the downtrend. And I say what if it's a downtrend, you measure to your 38. You can see if you have measured to your 38.2, let's say you meet this trade here. If you have met this trade here, what do you see? If you have met the trade here, let's say here, and you measure your 38, you see, you would have taken your 3.7% in your out. But for those that are very patient, you can see this is a daily candle that form every day. you can see you would have taken your 3.7% in your out. But those that are very patient, extremely patient trader that wants to take, you can see you don't take your 7% here, but in the next 2 days, not in the very first day, very day the other person gets out of the trade. You can see if it's a downtrend, I say it has the power to go and touch this 60. You can see it has touched. That's it. This is just the sample. Let's see. I think Shiba Inu. This is another trade, Shiba Inu. This is 1 day, right? This is 1 day. If this candle closes above the 3823.6, as you can see, this is the daily candle. It forms every 24 hours. Yeah, if it closes above the 23.6, it has the power to go and touch this area. Check and monitor this trade and see for yourself. That's Shiba Inu on 1 day. This is 4 hour. I say once you see a trade and it goes up, if it comes down to touch 50, you can see it has touched 50. If your take profit is measured to go and touch here, you would have been out of the trade. This is why I say you measure to 23.6 and you're out. You would have been out of the trade. Now, I say if you see it touch the 50 or the 61.8% line, and the candle grew to go and close above the 23, you can see it come and touch the 50. It came to touch the 50 and now started going up. It has formed a candle above 23, so it will have the power to go and touch here. So it's not up to you to measure from this place and see, okay, how much can you take? But is the best of the best way to pick a trade is when you see it touch here or here, so that you not find yourself in a floating loss or take a long time for you to be out of the trade. That's it. Remember, take profit 3%, 5%, you're out. If you're a kind of patient person, that's when you can take your good percentage using this tactics. However, we are not relying on only into Fibonacci. That's why we need what we talked about the stochastic as well as now we are talking about Fibonacci. The next class we'll be talking about Bollinger Band. If you have these 3 indicators and you understand it very well, and my brother, you keep smiling every day. My brother and sister, you keep smiling every day. So I will go straight to your chart and answer your question. So somebody say, so sad, my network is very unstable, disconnecting me from the learning and things. Okay, sorry about that. You will get the recording on the YouTube channel. Okay, you will get the, let me see. Somebody says, okay. You can drop your question on the chat. I can't see any question on the chat. It means I want to believe that everybody understands what I've just shared. If you have any question, you can unmute yourself and ask. We are now in the last phase of the class, question and answer. Somebody, I think I saw a question where somebody says, can he connect Royalty to Binance? Of course, you can connect your Royalty to your Binance. You can. Yes, King Joseph.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, as he said something, I just wanted to understand how those price tag was being assigned to those support, so that I'll be able to set my. I don't know how you bring those into my network wasn't that stable. How you bring in
price range?
The price range, and I know you go to technical and type something, is it auto Fibonacci and all that. But my own price range, when I type on that, the figure he gave me wasn't as clear as yours, as in 0 or 100 and all that.
Auto Fibonacci setting, you watch the recording of this session, you'll be able to set up your auto Fibonacci.
All right, sir.
If you have not gotten it, I know you very well. You're in my personal group. Once you pick the recording of this session, watch it over again. I have explained how you can set it up. Set it up. If you are talking about price range, horizontal line, trend line, all these things, you find it on the previous secret of stochastic RSI. I talked about it there. I don't want to repeat myself because I want to end this class 10:30. So I want to accommodate as much question as I can before that time. So you watch the recording to set up your auto Fibonacci. I want to believe you now know how to use stochastic.
Yes, sir.
So watch the recording to set up your auto Fibonacci.
Okay, sir.
So King Abbas.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, please, my question is about the timing below the charts
I think you need to increase your volume. I'm not listening. I'm not hearing you very
Sir,
clearly.
my question about the timing below the charts that indicates 1 hour, 1 week, 30 minutes, and so on. Please, sir, I want to ask if the 1 hour means that the trade is going to sell for just 1 hour, or the trade is going to sell for just 1 day, or the trade is going to sell for just 1 week.
Okay, I get your question. See, what the question you're asking, nobody can tell you when a trade will close. Your technical analysis is just to help you to reduce the number of days. How, if you do it very well, it will make sure that you don't stay long in that trade. But nobody can tell you that this trade will close 10 minutes past 9 or 20 minutes past 10 or in 20 minutes time. That 1 hour is telling you the activity that is going on that trade in 1 hour. People that are using Binance to buy and sell that coin, what is happening in 1 hour time frame? If you're using 4 hours, what is happening in 4 hours? If you're using 1 day, what is happening in 1 day? If you're using 1 hour, candle form every 1 hour. It's not as if that trade can close within 1 hour. Of course, sometimes, just like in the case of Akura I posted, it depends on what you look at on that trade, and also fundamentals. Although we have a special class for fundamentals, how you can go and check CPI, how you can check the unemployment rate, how does it affect the market? Like you can see today, I posted a signal on the group and you just take within 1 hour and sold. Because I already anticipate that the CPI is going to be good, and I already do my technical analysis. So when you see fundamental and technical speaking the same language, saying that yes, the market will blow, once you pick a trade, you can see it will close within a short period of time. That's when the two things are speaking the same language, fundamental and technical. But when you pick a trade on now 1 hour, it will sell quickly, but it depends on anyhow you analyze. It depends on the function of how you analyze the coin. What you look at before you enter that trade. Trading is timing. What time did you enter that trade? That's one. And when you pick a trade in any of the time frame, it doesn't mean that it will close that particular time frame. But if you do your technical analysis very well, just like I just show you guys, your trade should not stay long for it to stay. And even if it does stay long, because you make money downtrend and uptrend, you'll be making money downtrend while you wait for the coin to sell. Instead of you waiting for the coin without selling because you're trading with a lower margin calls, there you are using 20 margin calls, it will keep buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling continuously for you, pending when you do not completely sell off. I want to believe I've answered your question.
I get it very clear now. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, King Moscow, King Kudu, Muhammad Kudu.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, sir. It's Mahmoud.
Oh, Mahmoud, don't worry, we'll talk. I think you want to buy your
Right. Yes, sir.
Don't worry, we'll talk. After this class, we can have a Zoom session with you.
All right.
Okay, King Greg Onechi.
Yes, I wanted to ask. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
I'm very new here. I want to ask if you can actually use only this Fibonacci retracement to analyze and
You can even trade without indicator. You get, but the question now is, for a new starter, when the three indicators are speaking the same language, is better off than you just using one. You get, you can actually trade with this auto Fibonacci, but the question now is, are you very good in it? If you are, you can actually do that, provided that you're using margin calls. But the best of the best way to trade using T-Motion International tactics is to make sure the three indicators we are going to share with you guys, they speak the same language before you enter the trade. So just so you should quickly get out of the market. If you want to trade with the Fibonacci alone, if you're not considering the stochastic, where is it going to? Is it going to the buy region? That way, you can also enter a trade, but you don't want to stay long in the market. Your goal is to ensure that you take your profit quickly and you get out. That's why we are using 3 indicators. The next class we'll be talking about Bollinger Band. There are 5 ways of using that Bollinger Band, a very powerful indicator. And we are not just using indicator to trade. It is the trend of the candles that tells us when to buy. Indicators is helping us to interpret it, making our work easy. My own recommendation, I don't recommend somebody to use only one indicator to trade. Thank you. Have I answered your question? Great, Onichi. Okay. Moscow. King Moscow.
Mahmoud.
King Moscow, you can unmute yourself and ask question. Okay, I think King Moscow is not ready. King Moscow is not ready, and I want to believe I don't have a question. Okay, so I can see questions coming up on there. Okay, you see, okay, I've answered your question. Please, can you use only the Fibonacci retracement? You can, like I say, I don't recommend somebody using only one indicator to trade. Use the 3 indicators of which you're going to share with you guys. At least now, you guys now understand, okay, Fibonacci, and you now understand stochastic. Remember one more. So once somebody said, please mute yourself, please.
So is Moscow?
Okay, Moscow, what's your question?
Yes, my question is, it didn't concern not of Fibonacci, but what's the disadvantage of leaving your trade in a whole warehouse mode, where you couldn't, the trade has gone to an extent that you can't correct it, they can't put it in real time strategy mode?
Coach Mo, please. Coach Mo.
I can hear you.
Please, I think we have a video on the why Royalty is a precious jewel that will talk about warehouse mode, sub-B mode, and sub-B mode.
Exactly. Yes, I think he needs to watch that video so that you get a better understanding.
Just share it on the group.
Just request for it on the group, or you check the YouTube channel. You see it there.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Somebody see how to make numbers appear. Watch the video again. Watch the recording of this session. Please, could you please drop the video on the YouTube channel? Okay, Coach Mo, can you drop the YouTube link on the chat and also on the WhatsApp group so that people will subscribe and go and watch the videos?
Okay, I'm doing that now. Please, just a quick announcement. If you're watching this video now and you are finding values on all our videos, please kindly like and subscribe, because we really need you to subscribe. Why? Because it will make our videos go viral. Thank you very much.
I don't think there's any other question again in the chat box. We have done answering questions, and it's just 10:25, and we promised to end this class 10:30. I'll just go straight again to summarize it before we end the class and also pick some examples. If you go to, let's say, VET, let me pick this BAT. My trading is misbehaving. This is an example of BAT. See a BAT on 4 hour. 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 day. That's where we trade. See BAT, it has come to touch what? The 50% line. You see it? It is an uptrend. It has come to touch the 50% line. You see it? Now, if you pick this trade when it touched the 50% line, you are using magic what? You are using magic 1 that covers for 30%. It means that if the trade does not come down to this place, you see, 30. If it doesn't come down to it, you'll not be out of the market. We have a reason why we are doing that. You see it? If it doesn't come to this place, this area, you're not out of the market. 30% dip. That's one. Number two, you see it? If you are measuring to the 23 point, you see, if you enter here, we see if it's an uptrend, you measure to what? You would have taken your cool 3%. And you're out. You would have been out of this trade with your 3%. So it means if you're taking your 3%, if the trade misbehave, something happen in the market, fundamental come to sky and you'll be making money here. That's why we are making money uptrend and downtrend. You're making money here. Pending when it will now go up and now you are sell. Let's see something happen. That's why we're using margin calls. Let's see something happen. Just like in the case, was it last 3 or 4 or 5, 3 months where Grensler was misbehaving with Binance, saying that he wants to sue Binance, but website people started selling their coin. At that point, you will be making money here. Any green candle that form here, you'll be making money. Why you now wait for recovery and you're out? Now you see, this is why we say you should measure to 23% line when you're out. Now you can see this trade has closed above the 23% line. If you are on this call today, but go and check it out. If you like, don't trade it, but go and I'm not saying you should trade it because I'm not using stochastic to check. I'm not using Bollinger Band to confirm. But this is an uptrend. You see, it's an uptrend going up. It has closed above what? The 23.6%. I'm not saying that. Some people will be thinking that I said, just point of correction, I did not say if it closed above 23% line, it will go straight. Sometimes you see it come down again, but definitely we go and touch this 38.2 minus 38.2. Sometimes you see it come down, go up, come down, go up, come down. It will definitely go and touch it once you see it close above 23% line. And sometimes you see that this auto Fibonacci, sometimes you find out that if you see it an uptrend, you should now change to downtrend. If you pick it here, even if you change to downtrend, don't worry yourself. Once you see it close about 23.6% line, pick what you're supposed to pick, set the robot the way you're supposed to set, and go and relax yourself. Thank you. I think we'll pick one more example, then we'll call it a day. It's already 10:29. I think we'll close the session. Next time we meet, will be centered on the next topic. Will be centered on secret of Bollinger Band. If you watch these 3 series, you should not have any problem with picking coin yourself. You should become independent of signals. If you watch this series, today is season 2, series 2, episode 2 of it. On Sunday, you will get Bollinger Band, the 4 to 5 ways of using Bollinger Band. And on Monday, we will now show you how you can use the 3 of them to pick a trade. Coach Mo, you have anything to say?
No, I think everything is fine, but I would like to plead to everyone. See, what Coach Salisu is doing here is for you guys to get the right knowledge, because the knowledge here is the most important. It's not the money you're using to trade. Imagine when you have the money, but you don't have the right knowledge or the right skills to trade. If you can focus and pay attention to all his teachings, rewatch the recordings, come back to the Zoom, ask questions, keep asking questions until you get it right. I am telling you, the money on crypto is too much that only you can't take it all. Just take your own share and leave. There are lots of money there to make, but do you have the right skills to take your own share? So please, thank you so much for coming out, finding out time to come and hear what we have to say. And I keep pleading, don't forget to like and subscribe on our channel, because it makes all our videos go viral. So thank you once again, and I think I am done with what I have to say. Uncle Salisu, over to you, please.
Okay, and also after liking and subscribing, don't hesitate to drop your comments on the comment section, your opinion, what you think about any video you watch. Drop it on the comment section. If Ibrahim Baba Muhammad, Ibrahim, is it Ibrahim Ladan? Ibrahim Baba? Ibrahim Baba Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please send me a message. Send me a message on my WhatsApp. as soon as I end the call.
You said?
Send me a message on WhatsApp.
Okay, sir.
All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you very much. See you in the next session.
Good night.
Good
Yeah.
night, sir.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
Coach.
Thank
Good
you very
night.
much.
Thank you.
Good night. See you next time.
Good night. Thank you so much. May God bless you.
Bless
Hey.
you.
My coach, thank you so much. Good night.